What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back for the final, for now, but probably for good, Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release kit opening. Obviously, I'll be back with more pre-release kit openings when the next set of pre-release kits comes out, but you'll have to stay tuned to the channel for that. But today we are here for our final Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release kit opening. The last one, if you missed it, was very awesome. The pulls were fantastic. So if you missed that video, you can check up in the top right-hand corner there. I'll have that one pop out for you. And you can check that out. Those were, like I said, some fun cards were opened in that one, for sure. Of course, I get another white D20. Apparently, these the white D20 from the set really loves me, because I now have 4 of those. I do have at least one of each, as you probably can see there. I hope I framed it up correctly for all of you. But yeah, I only have 1 blue and 1 black. And then I have 4 white, 2 red, and 2 green. It's just how it worked out. So, here are the packs from the kit itself. Very nice. We'll leave those off on the side. Here is the look of the kit itself, or the box on the inside of the kit, I should say. And then, if you have not watched the other openings, you will see the divider that you can use to divide like your deck and your sideboard or whatever you might happen to be putting in this box after the fact, because obviously, you know, no rules against you when you have to use this thing after pre-release. We have the building a pre-release deck insert, letting people know how to make a deck. And we have the little picture of Tiny Bones here for the Tiny Bones artwork. So, not bad at all. Pretty cute. We obviously have a code for MTG Arena, as we have had in all of these openings. I will be giving away 2 codes in this video. So stay tuned. Hopefully you get them. Hopefully it works for you. We try to give away as many of these codes as we possibly can in these openings. So, because, you know, you can only use 1 code per account on MTG Arena as a reminder. So, you know, be aware of that. And we will see what we get from our promo foil rare. It is Obika, Splitter of Seconds. Okay, I mean, the foiling pattern is amazing. Her skin in foil looks fantastic. I have always said, in fact, I haven't said it much in these particular openings, but I have always said that when the subject of the art is in foil, it looks so much better. And since she is the subject of the art and she's in foil, I mean, look at how cool that looks. I love that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so she cares about additional upkeep steps, and she's 3 colors. I guess we can keep an eye on that. I don't know. I don't know how many, like, upkeep type effects there are, but I guess we'll see. If there are any that jump out at us, we will make note of it. But again, she's 3 colors, so we would have to have a fair amount of fixing to be able to make her work, I feel like. This is a good black card. Corrupted Conviction to start. A Geyser Drake. Inventive Wingsmith. A Mine Raider. Mirage Mesa. Okay, that is some form of fixing, sure. That came out of nowhere. So that's not bad. We have a Djinn of Fool's Fall, a Nurturing Pixie is our first uncommon, an Honest Rutstein is second, and Thunder Lasso is third, which means our next card is a Rambling Possum, so another uncommon in this one, and a Mount. I love the Mounts deck. Really, really love it. Which means our rare or mythic is... Ooh, a mythic right off the bat, and I just mentioned I like the Mounts deck. It's in the Mounts deck colors. It is Selvala, Eager Trailblazer. This is a nice one, a very nice one. I mean, literally every time you cast a creature spell, which in Limited you're probably going to be doing a lot, you get a 1/1 red mercenary, like really, really cool, and she taps for mana. So, really nice. Nice mythic. Behind it, our breaking news card is a rare breaking news card in Collective Defiance. Very interesting. I mean, it's a burn spell. It's in red. Not bad at all. Behind it, our foil is a foil uncommon in Shifting Grift. And that foiling looks really awesome too, huh? Okay, yeah, I like that. I mean, it's the background, right? But it looks cool. Looks cool. I like that. Behind that, a full art swamp. Very nice. Gorgeous. And an art card for Wily Atin. What's his name? Wily Duke Atin Hero. That's why. I was like, come on, I know this card. Because, again, it's a card for the Mounts deck, which I really enjoy. Hey, I mentioned that we were giving away 2 codes to MTG Arena. As a reminder, 1 code per account. So if you've already used a code from an Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release kit, this code will not work for you. So please be aware, don't waste your time. But here is the first code. Please feel free to shout out in the chat, hey, by the way, the first code worked for me, the second code worked for me, whatever the case may be. We hope that you enjoy these codes, and thank you so much for using it. Like I said, this is our small way of saying thank you to you for watching our stuff. We hope that you're enjoying all the things that we're making on this channel. Please don't forget, if you want to find out when more of our stuff comes out in the coming weeks, we do have some fun stuff coming, so we hope that you will stay tuned. But you can subscribe and ring that bell, and you will get a notification whenever any of our videos come out, and or whenever we go live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. We start with a very good removal spell in Consuming Ashes, a Daring Thunder Thief, Armored Armadillo, Highway Robbery, Hard Bristle Bandit, that's a good mana dork, a Patient Naturalist, Holy Cow, very nice, that's a good card, a Bounding Felidar, I mean, come on, in the Mounts deck, this card's nuts, absolutely nuts. And I say in the Mounts deck, this card's just good. Like, let's not kid ourselves. It's a little expensive, but only a little. And we just had that Hard Bristle Bandit. That's a good way to ramp into this thing. Really, really nice Bounding Felidar. That's our first uncommon. Blood Hunter, also a fantastic card, is the second. And a Mobile Homestead is the third, which means our next rare mythic, or sorry, our next card, I should say, we don't know if it's a rare mythic, is... Okay, well, as if I manifested it into being, it's Roxanne Starfall Savant. Now, I will say, if we are trying to do the Mounts deck, a lot of times red is a good color to pair with the Mount cards, and this card is just insane. The meteorites that it makes tap for any color of mana, so that's fantastic. Plus, when this thing enters the battlefield, you just deal 2 damage to something, and leave behind a mana rock that taps for any color of mana. Like, card's really, really good. Behind it, our breaking news card is a Journey to Nowhere. I mean, this works in the Mounts deck. It's a white card, and it's a very good removal spell. I will take it. I like this one. Our foil is an Overzealous Muscle. Okay, I don't like that foiling at all. You can barely tell that that thing's foil. Like, over here is, like, the only way. There's, like, weird, like, armpit section. Okay. Our land, though, is a Lonely Arroyo. Okay. So, I mean, if we're looking at the Mounts deck, we could splash blue with this. We haven't seen anything that jumps out at me blue card-wise. And this gorgeous copy art. I mean, come on. It's so cool. By the way, folks, if you're unaware of how I like to do things with these openings, obviously, I like to try to figure out what kind of a deck I would make if I open this at pre-release. So if you have opinions, let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, I'll give you my feelings as we get towards, as we're going through, but when we get at the end, I'll tell you what I think I would make. Tumbleweed Rising, very nice card. A Black Snag Buzzard, Slickshot Vault Buster, a Bridled Bighorn. I mean, this isn't like my favorite Mount card, but it's still pretty good. Prickly Pear. Another Patient Naturalist. Second one of those we've seen. A Rictus Robber is our first uncommon. Scorching Shot is the second. And a Stubborn Burrow Fiend, another Mount, is the third. Which means our next card is... a rare in the Great Train Heist. This card is very good. This is a fun one. Not really very splashable. If we were talking about like doing mounts colors and splashing red for like Roxanne, you can't really splash for this. You'd need 1, 2, maybe 3. Like that's a lot of red. This is a good card nonetheless. Behind it, do we have a breaking news card? No, we do not. We have From the Vault. Oh God, it's or I should say a big scorecard. The Bristlebud Farmer. Yes, please. I would absolutely play this card. We have 2 on-color mythics so far in this kit. Yep, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Behind the Farmer, now our breaking news card, is a Hypothesizzle. Okay, and our foil is a foil common Geyser Drake. We do have another one of these that we opened earlier. This card's pretty good, and that foiling pattern is awesome. Wow. Really nice. That background's great. Behind the Drake, we have a full art forest, very cool, and a meteorite. There you go. So we have one of the meteorites that Roxanne would make. Not bad at all. That works, since we opened Roxanne. We have 3 packs to go. We are halfway through this final pre-release kit opening, which, I mean, I'm not disappointed so far. I won't lie. That's pretty great. Now, the nice thing about pre-release, right, is that it's a best of 3. So this card, while it may not be necessarily good enough to put in your main deck, you don't have to worry about it. Pre-release is best of 3. So you could board this in if they have some annoying artifacts or enchantments and you want to board this in. I would absolutely do that. I would keep this in my sideboard to start, though. But it's a Voracious Varmint. We have a Nezumi Linkbreaker. Seize the Secrets. A Trained Arynx, another mount card. Reckless Lackey. Djinn of Fool's Fall. A Rodeo Pyromancers. Deep Muck Desperado is our first uncommon. It's a cool one. Cunning Coyote is the second. And a Shifting Grift is the third. Obviously, we opened the foil one of these earlier. Which means our next card is a rare Spire Bluff Canal. If we were trying to do the Obika strategy, this card would be very helpful, obviously, because it's 2 of the 3 colors. Beyond that, I don't quite know if it'll help if we're trying to do green, white, splash red, but still a cool card to have. I've always, I don't love opening the rare lands at pre-release, but since I guess I'm doing it after the fact, it's some pretty good value, so I won't complain. Behind it, our breaking news card is a rare in Imp's Mischief. Okay, I mean, we're probably not playing it, but cool open. And then our foil is a foil uncommon in Slick Sequence, which is gorgeous in foil. Holy crap, that's pretty. Look at that. I like that a lot. Very, very cool looking. And we also have another foil in Abraded Bluffs, a foil land, and of course, this one looks awesome too. Very cool. I like that quite a bit. And it's more fixing, obviously. And then we have Pillage the Bog with some really sick artwork for an art card. I like that a lot. Look at that. Really, really cool. Okay, cool. I'm not going to complain about that. We have 2 packs to go, but first, we have our last. We've given away so many, but we have our last MTG Arena code. Hopefully this one works for you. So, as a reminder, I mentioned we are live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Mondays, if you're a fan of MTG Arena, we play MTG Arena Limited, usually whatever the newest limited format happens to be at the time. So we can... you can come catch us Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern doing that. And then Fridays, we're playing whatever video game we happen to be playing at the time. This Friday, we will be continuing our playthrough of God of War Ragnarok. We would love to see you there. It's been an absolute blast playing that game, and so many cool people have come and joined us in those streams. Maybe you can be one of those cool people. We would love to see you. We have a Snakeskin Veil, a Corrupted Conviction again, Geyser Drake again, 3 Geyser Drakes, Inventive Wingsmith, Mine Raider, notice a pattern from our first pack, it feels like, another Holy Cow, Gem Lightfoot, Sky Explorer is our first uncommon, Lazav, Familiar Stranger is the second, and Boombox is the third, which means our next card is another uncommon in Rise of the Varmints. Okay, it cares about creature cards in your graveyard, so obviously there's like a lot of cards that mill you and stuff like that. In the, specifically in the mounts deck, you're not doing a lot of that, but there might be some incidental green cards that end up milling you, so you might be able to play this. I would look at it, though. It's not like an auto-include, in my opinion. But it means our rare or mythic is Tiny Bones Joins Up. I don't, like, in general, love a lot of these Joins Up cards, but obviously, for what we're doing, I haven't really been looking at black too heavily, although some decent removal. Which means our breaking news card is Murder. Jesus, I literally just said we weren't looking at black, but it has good removal, and here's a good black removal spell in Murder, which means our foil is... Ooh, a foil common in Mystical Tether. I mean, what? Speaking of good removal, here's a good piece of removal in white. Very, very nice. I like this card a lot. And it's our first one of the kit. And then we have a Soured Springs as well. I mean, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, we've got some decent fixing for Obika colors. I'm not a big fan of Obika as a card, but whatever. And then we have an ad card for Arena, which means we have one pack to go in our last kit opening for this set, saying goodbye to it as we do for, physical card openings. Obviously, like I said, we've been playing this set on Arena, so you should come watch us do that. But we have a fourth Geyser Drake. Obviously, there is no such thing as a play set in Limited because you can play as many as you open, but I mean, 4 Geyser Drakes is kind of a lot. I feel like there's like a really good, like blue-red, black, something like that. There's like a really good deck of that in here. But I also feel like I'm blinded by my 2 Mythics, plus I really like the Mounts deck. So I'd be curious what you all think. I mean, we have like Collective Defiance, Great Train Heist, 4 Geyser Drakes. Really, really interesting. We have another Bridled Bighorn. We have another Mine Raider. That's 3 Mine Raiders as well. Giant Beaver is a fantastic card for the Mounts deck. All joking aside, like, first of all, the name of this card is ridiculous. It's so stupid. Like, they definitely did it because they knew you were going to be making jokes about it, which I do all the time, right? I'm not saying that people who make jokes with it are wrong. It's hilarious. But it's also just a really good card. We have a Take the Fall. Djinn of Fool's Fall. I think this is the 3rd one of these we've gotten as well. Jesus. Rodeo Pyromancer is definitely the 2nd one of those. Frontier Seeker is our first uncommon. Slick Shot Lockpicker is the 2nd. And Bovine Intervention is the 3rd. I mean, another incredible white removal spell. Really, really good. Which means our next card is Hell to Pay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is very tough for me. Very, very tough. What the hell would I play out of this kit? That's crazy. Which means our breaking news card is another Journey to Nowhere. A 2nd Journey to Nowhere out of this kit. Good Lord, man. Our foil? Yeah, making us, like... I mean, I probably wouldn't put this in anything, but it's still a foil rare, so it's Hanoon. And it's a really cool looking foil, obviously. Really, really nice. Wow. Okay, well, there's Hanoon. Our land is, God, an eroded canyon. Wow. Same colors as Spirebluff Canal, just really helping us cast those spells. This is really tough for me, man. Really, really tough. And behind it is, what is this? Skullcrack? Yeah, Skullcrack. It is the art card for Skullcrack. I mean, like I said, I think I'm kind of blinded by the Mythics. I'm definitely showing you the Mythics as we, sign off, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the best deck that could be made out of here. I want to know from all of you, what would you play? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you, I might be able to splash red for Roxanne, but it wouldn't be too easy. I mean, a Braided Bluffs plus Mirage Mesa would help me. Splash Roxanne, and that's probably what I would do, is I would play green, white, slight splash of red. We also have the that mana dork that taps for mana of any color. So yeah, I would probably do that. But I cannot deny that there's like a really good looking like red-blue deck, maybe red-blue-black. I mean, like the fixing for it is insane. The removal is nuts. There's like cards like Great Train Heist, Collective Defiance, I don't know about Imps Mischief, but still, really cool cards available here. So I want to, like I said, I want to know from all of you, because this one's really, really tough. So I would need some help. Would you play the Mythics and play the Mounts deck, splashing Roxanne? Maybe you wouldn't splash Roxanne, but you would still play the Mounts deck. Or maybe you're like, Joe, this is insane. Like, you have to play those Geyser Drakes. You have 4 of them, and then just put a bunch of, like, instant speed spells in there. They would be super cheap. So, yeah. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you all so very much for watching any and all of these that you did. Obviously, we have a lot more of these openings on the channel if this is your first one that you found, so I highly encourage you to go check those out. When the new set comes out, we'll have more, but if all goes our way, we'll have a lot more coming out on this channel very, very soon. So check in with us. Like I said, if you subscribe and ring that bell, you'll get notifications when those videos come out. And you can check in with us on stream and ask us how things are coming, because we should hopefully have the return of a long-awaited series back on this channel very, very soon. Keep your fingers crossed. We are working as hard as we can. So, for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. Please feel free to check the links in the description for links to our other channels, Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All, as well as links to our socials. And you can check out specifically Gluten Free for All's Instagram. My wife Amy doing an incredible job over there, and we hope that you're enjoying all of the content that we are putting out across all of our many different places. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.